has been a very long time since I actually uploaded anything onto my channel. I suppose I've kind of just been testing a lot of decks online for a while and not really recorded anything for the channel, but I've got a lot of deck profiles now that I've put together that I want to showcase on my channel. I've also been toying with the idea of a sealed only series, so if you want me to have another go at it and try to make up for the one that I cancelled before, leave your thoughts in the comments. But for this video, it is a Thunder Dragon deck profile, as you probably tell by the thumbnail and title of the video. If you didn't know, Thunder Dragons is something I have played quite competitively before the banning of Colossus, and I really hope that he does come back, especially with Dragon Links always being able to add from deck to hand. I feel like it is a necessary evil in a way, and I just want to play this deck again at full power. So anyway, let's get into the deck profile itself. First of all, I'm playing 3 Thunder Dragons. It's absolutely necessary to play this at 3. Following Thunder Dragon, we got Thunder Dragon Dark. I'll go over their effects if you didn't know, but these cards have been out for quite a while. So the normal Thunder Dragon, you can discard it to add up to 2 from your deck to your hand. I'll go into a little bit. Sometimes it's better just to add 1 at a time. Sometimes it'll be better to add all 2 after discarding 1. So Thunder Dragon Dark, you can discard it to add another copy of itself. It's a quick effect, which is quite important for the Thunder Dragon Titan, which we'll be discussing later. Its other effects, and the other Thunder Dragons have these effects as well, where if it's sent on the field to the graveyard or is banished, Thunder Dragon Dark will add a Thunder Dragon card from your deck to your hand. Usually you'll want to add Thunder Dragon Fusion, or maybe add a Hawk if you already have the Fusion in your hand. Next up, the best Thunder Dragon monster, Thunder Dragon Roar. This will always get Ash, so be ready for that. Basically, you can discard it to add 1 from your graveyard or banished to your hand, but if this is sent from field to graveyard or is banished, you get to special summon a Thunder Dragon from your deck, and it's usually going to be the Thunder Dragon Dark that you special summon with this effect. We play 1 Hawk, 2 is bricky, 3 is just stupid. So what this can do, you can discard it to special summon one of your Thunder Dragons in your graveyard or banished. If it is sent from field to graveyard or is banished itself, you get to Magical Mallet, shuffle cards back into your deck and draw the same amount of cards. Next up, we have 3 of the Thunder Dragon Matrix. This is a pretty decent normal summon in the deck, but there are better normal summons. You can go into Link Karibo with this, and when it's sent from field to graveyard or is banished, you get to add another copy of itself. But if you can discard it from your hand to target 1 Thunder monster on the field to give it 500 attack. This is a quick effect and also works very well with the Thunder Dragon Titan. Next off, the best normal summon in this deck is Aloof Lupine. You can when this card is normal summon, you can banish a card from your hand, then banish 1 from the deck with the same type. So it's really good for getting off your Thunder Dragon effects. Something else to discuss, if you're using Aloof Lupine, you're 100% always banishing Roar. But when you do banish Roar, make sure you banish, say, a Matrix to chain block the effect so this doesn't get ashed. Next off, we're going into the Chaos engine because it's a Chaos Thunder Dragon. I'm playing 1 other Chaos Creator. You can banish 1 light and 1 dark from your graveyard to special summon it. Then target, well, not then, but its effect is you can target 3 of your banished light and dark monsters, special summon 1, and shuffle the rest back into your deck. This card has come up clutch so many times in online testing because I've been able to special summon back the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, but just remember you won't be able to use the pop effect because it was special summoned rather than fusion summoned. Another Chaos monster we do play is the Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Such a great card for all of its effects. You're able to rip a card out of your opponent's hand, pop up to 2 cards on the field if you banish all darks, or special summon a monster from the graveyard if you banish all lights. So it's a pretty nice card. So also finally for the last bits of the Chaos engine, we are playing 1 Black Serpent, 1 White Dragon Wyvern Buster, and 3 of the Chaos Valkyries. This has so much synergy with this deck, this little engine here. Same with Chaos Valkyrie, but if it's also banished, you get to send something from your deck to the graveyard, but you can't use monsters with that card's name effect for the rest of the turn. So we are playing the last of the monsters in this deck, the bricks, which is Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon, because we are playing Dragoon in our extra deck. This deck can very easily spit out 2 monsters to make the Predaplant Verte Anaconda. So it's such a powerful card to use in the metagame. Next up for the hand traps, I'm just playing 3 hand traps, which are DD Crow. People are kind of already in the comments, I can feel, why are you just playing 3 DD Crow? Well, it's a dark monster, so you can banish it after it's been used, but you can also normal summon this if your hand is really bricky. It's a level 1, so you can go into Link Karibo with this, and you have a dark monster in the graveyard, as I said, for Wyvern Buster or the Chaos Valkyrie. So I think this is the best hand trap that you can play for this deck. I suppose you could also perhaps experiment with Skullmeister or Effectivator as well, depending on your own build. So we're going into the spells now, obviously. So we got 3 Allure of Darkness. Usually you'll want to banish the Thunder Dragon Dark or Thunder Dragon Roar with this. This probably won't get ashed anyway, so it's a really good draw card. We also play 3 of the Chaos Space, another great card. You can discard 1 card, or 1 monster, sorry, and add from the deck a monster with the opposite attribute, so it's light or dark. So you can say discard Thunder Dragon Matrix to add the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent from your deck, and then banish that Matrix to summon the Collapse Serpent, then use a Matrix effect to add another Matrix from deck to hand, normal summon that Matrix, and that's your easy Predaplant Verte Anaconda, which is just from Chaos Space, and 1 extra card I suppose. But it also has a graveyard effect where you can banish it to shuffle or place up to the bottom of your deck 1 that is a monster that's banished that can't be normal summoned or set, so usually your little dragons or the Chaos Valkyrie. And you get to draw a card as well, which is quite important. Always good to gain advantage. So your 2 Thunder Dragon fusions, this is what you're going to be searching of Thunder Dragon Dark, and it's even better to have in your opening hand sometimes. Last off, for the one-offs that I do play, 1 Red Eyes Fusion, of course, to summon the Red Eyes Dragoon. 1, I believe, French copy of Instant Fusion. 1 Golden Sark and 1 Upstart Goblin, just to help get into some actual engines, because this deck can be quite bricky. Next off, we go into the extra deck. And before I do get into the extra deck, there's no side deck for this video, but I may leave a example of what you can play in a side deck in the description of this video. So, going into the extra deck anyway, we got the Thunder Dragon Titan, and hopefully we'll be able to play Colossus again soon. But if you don't know what Titan does, I think I might have mentioned it earlier. When you discard a Thunder from your hand to the graveyard, you get to pop something on the field. So it's a great removal card. Of course, 1 Dragoon, then 1 Kaminari attack and 1000 Eyes because of the instant fusion. You can go straight into a Titan with instant fusion using a Kaminari attack and a Thunder Dragon in your hand. 1000 Eyes Restrict is good for going second because you can bait out and negate usually. Also just go straight into a Link Karibo using this. Into the Link monsters, it's quite a large Link package. We got 1 Axis Code Talker. I do understand this card is still quite expensive, so if you haven't got the funds for it, I'd probably recommend getting a Boral Sword or even a Borrowload Dragon. Got an Appaloosa, which got reprinted recently, which is quite cheap enough. I believe is about £10 from certain websites, so also another great pickup. Going into the Nightmare package, I'm playing 1 Unicorn, Cerberus and Phoenix because we do make IP Masquerena in this deck quite easily as well, and we can just go into any of these to interact on our opponent's turn. Of course, we are playing the Predaplant Verte Anaconda, which will normally be sending the Red Eyes Fusion to the graveyard, if not the Thunder Dragon Fusion if your hand's quite iffy. 1 Salamander Almirage. This is quite important. I was testing with Anima, but I think Almirage is much more important in this deck. like say your aloof lupine got impermed, you're unable to send the Thunder Dragon Roar to the banish zone from deck, what you can do is link into this using the aloof lupine, and you have a dark monster in your graveyard, so you can use the White Dragon Buster, I can't remember, or the Chaos Valkyrie in your hand, and still able to make some plays at least. Of course, we've got the Link Reaver that we do need, and one Abyss Dweller because it can come up sometimes. So that was my Thunder Dragon deck profile. I do hope that you found this useful and can use it for your own Thunder Dragon deck. As I said, I'll be leaving a idea of what you can use for a side deck in the description of this video. But if you did find this video helpful, please remember to leave it a like, as it does help my channel. And please also remember to subscribe to our channel to see more deck profiles. I think the next deck profile that I do want to showcase on this channel will be perhaps a Dino deck profile, but I know that's been everywhere on YouTube, so maybe something different as well. As I said, I'm also thinking about doing a sealed only series, so again, but hopefully I'll be able to finish it this time. The theme for that one, I may as well just get it out there, see if there is any interest for it, is the Phantom Knights, because again, a lot of support in Phantom Rage, so it's definitely a deck I can really build without, say, the sealed product getting stupidly expensive, because it is a new sealed product. So if that is something you would be interested in seeing, please remember to leave a comment to say you would be interested to see it. But anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video.